I lied. Not surprising to learn, I rather enjoy talking to myself. So, yeah, so I think I'm kind of exhausted, so I don't think I'm really appreciating how great this place is. That rock is really good. It's like really cemented. Um, and I think once I have fixed anchors at the top of a route, then I would feel comfortable leaving a static line out unattended because I would be able to visualize the anchor from the ground. It's just having it over the edge, over all that stuff, and it's just tied up with a bowline around that tree. Use a bowline just because it's easier to untie, which is, I know, maybe not the number one priority for a fixed line. um, so, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I don't really have the budget. I'm just hopefully we'll have a condo on the 28th. Hopefully we'll be signing my papers soon here, and suddenly I'll go from spending 10% of my monthly income for rent to a third. So that, I think, means no drill. But I have a friend who just bought a drill, and if I could see buying some hardware and a static line. So anyway, yeah, and I think going up there again, I mean, I wore so much stuff. I brought that light rack, not really sure what I needed, and brought my chest harness and a light rack, and I brought this little tagline or little hand line. This is what I chopped from the other end of that rope. This messy and frayed. That's the punchline of a joke, which is fun to tell. I already muttered the punchline, but this is borderline child abuse, but when you are a guide, you have a captive audience. And you can tell them dumb jokes like this. So the string, a rope, excuse me, I beg your pardon, a rope goes into a bar. He says to the bartender, "I'd like a beer." And the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve ropes here." I know it's terrible, but it's just, I see jokes like this. Excuse me. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. Not trying to be woke or anything, but I just felt uncomfortable there for a minute. So I'd like a beer. Sorry, we don't serve ropes. Okay. And he goes outside, and he messes up his hair like this, and he ties himself in a knot. Of course, it's a nice figure eight. He goes back into the bar. Says, "Bartender, I'd like a beer." Bartender says, "Hey, I'm pretty sure you're the rope who was just in here." And the rope says, "Afraid not." Okay. So, anywho, yeah, I'm excited about this place, and there's my little line hanging in space, and it's just a nice place to be. I think the approach will get easier. Oh yeah, this hand line, I think this rope is destined to be a hand line. I think there's some places on the approach that, oh, here's how you tie a mountaineer squat. All right, then you do a little boop, little turn, and then boop, little turn. This one's a little more fussy. I don't do a lot of mountaineers coils because I'm not really a mountaineer and I'm not a Euro. I was climbing in El Patero Chico. There was this beautiful English couple in their, gosh, they must have been in their late 60s. And they were both probably like 5'4". They just, like, dawn till dusk, they would just go out and just kill it. Climb multi-pitch 510 after multi-pitch 510, and they were so sweet. And they always tied their rope with a mountaineer's coil. And draped it over their bag like that, like just over the brain of their bag. Thought that looked really cool. I did it for a little while. So now let's see if I remember how to do it. I may not remember. This is a terrible video. You wrap, you leave a little loop. That's right. You make a little loop. There you got the little loop. Here's the loop. And then here's the rope, and we're going to wrap. I'm not going to have enough. Oh, that's right. You want... This is terrible. Oh my god, and I have a splinter. Have I showed you my tweezers? These are all... This is because I don't have a child, so I feel compelled to do all this sort of the annoying dad. Son, have I showed you my tweezers? So let's see. So we got this. I'm gonna figure this out. So let's just try what I'm remembering. So my loop. No, but I think it involves. Oh, that's, I know, I remember. So you have this, you have your little tail, and you fold it back over itself. There we go. And that gives you, so you have a bite at the end of the rope. And then around the bite, you wrap the rope, that's right, towards the bite. And I can never make it nice and pretty like the AMGA logo, I think, is a Mountaineer's coil. Yeah, you get the idea. So you wrap it and you have your little tail, a little frayed knot in this case, and you put it through that bite that you made, and then you pull the tail of the bite. There you go. I did it. And then you pull out. And this is rather, I would fail. I get laughed out of Chamonix or Jackson Hole, but that's the gist of it. I think that's right. Okay. So long. Yep.